Today we've got a very special treat for you. I've been talking to you about the different things that I've done on the internet and internet business, and recently I introduced you to ClickBank. And ClickBank again is a marketplace of downloadable products where a person like yourself or myself or anyone who's wanting to sell something and make some extra dollars, or even turn ClickBank and some other things on the internet into a business for yourself, you can do those things. And again, it's very exciting to learn the tools. Now, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to introduce you to somebody that does this for me at the karate school. You'll be introduced to Megan. Megan is one of our 13-year-old black belts, and she does a lot of the article submissions for us to the different Ezine article sites. And what Ezine articles are, for those of you that aren't aware, are they're a place where you can write an article about something that you know about. Send it to the Ezine articles. We're going to teach you today how to form an account for yourself and then how to submit the article and to do what you need to do to bring some recognition to yourself. Now, you might ask, well, why do I need the recognition? Well, the more you write the articles and the more you learn how to make them keyword sensitive and keyword optimized, and that's something we won't talk about today, but there's all kinds of little tricks, that being one of them, the keyword trick. But the more you learn the little things, the more attention that you can draw to your articles and to the things you want to sell. So for instance, if you're wanting to sell an article like the article I showed you a few weeks ago, the Maverick Moneymakers product, if you're interested in selling a product like that, you can do an Ezine article on it, write something about it, something that you know that you've learned from the tutorials, and then you can become one of the authors on Ezine articles. And these are articles then that other people can see and other people can learn from. And the more of these you write, the more people will recognize you as an expert in that field. And it really doesn't take much. And do remember that sometimes people get all worked up about the word expert. And to be honest with you, you have to realize that an expert is somebody that knows more than the person sitting next to them. So you don't have to know more than everybody in the world. You just have to know enough where you can help somebody to understand it better and to make their life better in some way. So I'm going to turn this over to Megan now, and Megan told me she was a little bit nervous. So you guys, if she maybe makes a misstep, don't worry about it, because she's going to do a real good job for you. So Megan, it's all yours.
Thank you, sir. Well, first what you're going to do, if you don't already have an account, is click Join Now in the upper right-hand corner. And when this screen comes up, well, first go to ezinearticles.com, as you can see right up here, and you have the main screen. And like I said, click in the upper right-hand corner where it says Join Now, and then this screen comes up. And with this one, it shows you here. And what you want to do is you want to enter your email address, and then you also enter it again. You have a password, and then you enter some personal information like your first name and your last name, your address.
Now, Megan, when you say password, that's something that they create, is that correct?
Sir, so whatever your password may be, it's personal. Nobody else will know it. It's so nobody else can get into your account with the articles that you write. Then next, you enter your name and your address and the city which you live in, your state, your zip code, and your country, and also your phone number and your fax number, which is optional, and your business name, which is also optional. And then you just click on the arrow here, and however you heard about this, whether you heard it over the internet or from a friend, you just choose that. And so then you would have your account, and you would click Create Account on the bottom. So once you have your account, then you should be all set. Then you come back, and then on the right, or the left-hand side, excuse me, when you want to start submitting your articles, you click Submit Articles. That won't work. Once you have your account, then you enter your information over here. Click Login. So then this screen pops up, And when you want to submit an article, you go over to Article Manager, and here it shows you some different tabs. So to submit an article, you click Submit a New Article, and then this screen shows up. And here is where you enter your article information. So you want to choose a category for your article. So for example, if you were to write an article on health, you would click health or self-improvement or whatever your article may be about. Next, you enter your article title and then the keywords. And the keywords, they kind of describe your article and what some of the key factors. And they can just be 1 to 2 words on what your article is about. And next, your abstract or your article summary is just like 2 to 5 sentences on what your article is about. Nothing big, just a quick summary, to give people information about what your article is about. And then here's your article body, and this is where you already have your typed article, and you just copy it in here, and it'll show up. And then next you have your resource box. And finally, you can preview your article so you can see what it looks like. And if you think it's all set to go and ready, then you click Yes, I agree, and submit this article.
Okay, and that's all there is to it, Megan.
Yes.
Wow, that's pretty exciting. So you know what, guys? Here I am teaching you guys about how to use a computer. I have to tell you, I think that's pretty funny, and you may think that's pretty funny too. But you know what? This is a perfect example of I have Megan and I have William Cornell, who runs the karate school, who are both very good on computers, and I'm not. And that's okay. I'm learning more about it, but these two guys really do a fine job. And so Megan did a great job. If you can go back on this and just explore Ezine articles a little bit on your own, take your time. There's some very interesting things there, and I'm sure it'll give you some ideas on what you can do to make people a little bit more aware of who you are and what your expertise is. So have good luck with this, have some fun with it, and we're going to be back very shortly, and I'll have William Cornell is going to do a tutorial for you also. The next one's going to be on classified ads on the internet. So thank you and have a good day.